This is a long post that was typed fast very late at night. I apologize for any typos. My partner and I have been together for almost 3 years. 1.5 of those years were long distance, and now they go to school in the state that I live in and return home for the summer. Anyways, those 3 years have been beautiful, but horrendously painful and devastating. They cheated on me just before our 1-year anniversary. A year later, I went to the psych ward and was broken up with the day after I got admitted. My partner had sex with another person while I was away, and when I returned, they initiated our relationship again. But I didn't find out until weeks later. I didn't want to mention this because the person they were with was highly offensive, manipulative, and genuinely the worst person I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. This person preyed on their vulnerability, but I'm still hung up on the pain from how quickly it all happened. Not even 2 months later, I fell pregnant with their child and ended up terminating. And oddly enough, I thought that single experience changed my relationship for good. We have been working so hard ever since the day that I found out that they cheated on me. Of course, we very obviously had some rough moments, but we persevered. This is the most stable we have ever been since our relationship began. Here's the catch. Last night, I cheated on my partner with my best friend of 2 years. I was insanely drunk, and so was my friend. I've had very faint and quickly fleeting romantic feelings for her on and off since I've known her, and the only times I've ever expressed them were when me and my partner were broken up. But for some ducking reason, I decided it would be a great idea to kiss her and confess my undying, romantic, unrequited love for her that doesn't even exist day to day in my conscious mind. And that's what ducking shatters me, because drunk actions are sober thoughts, and I promised myself I would never ever do that to anyone. I promised my partner I would never hurt them that way, and I went ahead and did it. I love my friend just as that, as my friend. I do not want to have sex with her, never did, never will. I don't want to date her or do anything of the sort with her. But for some reason this week, it's what I got in my head. I don't want to kiss her ever again. I don't ever want to do this to anyone ever again. I hurt my partner so ducking much. Hearing them describe the feeling in their chest after they found out shatters me. I am filled with regret and shame and disgust for what I did to this person that completely changed their life around for me and loves me deeply. I hurt my best friend, who had romantic feelings for me a while back, which were soon associated with BPD. I believe I was her favorite person. Now she's having a BPD spiral again because of what I did. I led her on. That's what I did. I told my partner minutes after it happened. I could not bear to keep that information from them for another second. I could not believe that I just ducking did that to them. For 3 seconds of a drunken, pleasurable daydream. They told me they still love me and that we aren't over. They told me that they understand, and I know that they do because they've done the same thing before. But I don't want them to feel like they can let me off scot-free just because they've also cheated, and I let them know that. We have been talking throughout today, calling and discussing what happened lovingly, openly, and honestly. When they return to town for school, we are going to sit down over a meal and rehash the last 3 years to reevaluate and see what we can do better together as a couple. I've apologized to both them and my friend, and have made clear that what I did was not okay, and neither of them were at fault for it. It was my own selfish doing. It doesn't matter if I was drunk or not. I did it, and it was wrong, and I thought about it before I was drunk. And I was wrong to do that too. I ducked up, and I am going to do better. I am quitting smoking meds. I am done drinking for good. I'm going to stop putting myself in environments and situations that make it easy for me to lose grasp on reality and fall into a short-lived fantasy. My partner doesn't want me to beat myself up for it. My therapist tells me not to call myself stupid because it's a shame-based emotion. But I do feel shame. And I should feel shame. And I should be upset with myself for jeopardizing the 2 most important relationships in my life for 1 moment of exploring a possibility. And I feel bad for expressing my pain over hurting either of them. And my partner tells me not to because they value what I feel. I feel like a hypocrite for walking around for these past 3 years, constantly worried if they were cheating on me again, constantly going through accounts and followers, constantly crying over the phone about my anxiety. This all stopped after the termination, and life was normal for once. For ducking once it was okay. And I decided to go ahead and ruin it all over again. I did what I did because I'm still hurting. I did what I did because I am selfishly trying to pass off my pain to others, just for 1 second of relief from the agony. I need some guidance on where to go from here with my partner and with my friend. I'm willing to go to any lengths to crawl back up from this. I've been blessed with a very gracious and forgiving person who loves me unconditionally and sees me as a good person who made a bad choice. They didn't even yell. They just whispered on the phone while I cried to them and said, "It's okay, baby. It's going to be okay, and I understand. I love you so much. You know that?" They don't want me to cut contact with my friend. I think that they'd be more comfortable with NC, but don't want to tell me because they don't want to seem controlling, but I'm not sure. However, I think I'm going to have to. I can't possibly continue to stay involved with someone I had romantic feelings for, whether short-lived or not, while I was with my partner. I want to make changes. I want to finally heal so that I can stop hurting the ones I love. I'm going to. TLDR. I cheated on my partner, who has also cheated on me, by kissing my friend, who has had romantic feelings for me in the past and vice versa, while I was drunk, and I don't know how I'm going to reconcile with myself, even though my partner has welcomed me to stay with warm, open arms. Edit. My friend is clinically and professionally diagnosed with BPD. I am not calling them that as a derogatory name. I can sense that you're going through a deeply emotional and difficult time, and it's clear that you're grappling with a lot of guilt and conflicting emotions. It's positive that you're acknowledging your mistakes and showing a willingness to take responsibility for your actions. Here are some suggestions to help you navigate this complex situation. Self-reflection and communication. Take time to reflect on the emotions and triggers that led to your actions. Openly communicate with your partner and friend, expressing remorse and a sincere desire to make amends. Listening to their perspectives is crucial in understanding the impact of your actions. Boundaries and personal growth. Establish clear boundaries with your friend to prevent further complications. Consider seeking individual therapy to delve into your underlying emotions and learn healthier coping mechanisms. Focus on personal growth to become a better partner and friend while boosting your self-esteem. Couples. Therapy and learning from mistakes. Consider couples therapy as a way to rebuild trust and work through your relationship dynamics. Embrace the opportunity to learn from your mistakes and grow. Remember that everyone errs, but using this experience for personal development can lead to positive change. Time, patience, and forgiveness. Recognize that healing and rebuilding trust take time. Be patient with yourself, your partner, and your friend as you navigate the aftermath. Show through consistent actions that you're committed to change and rebuilding the relationships. Embrace the process of forgiveness, both for yourself and from those you've hurt, as a step towards healing and growth. As a first step, you have to let either your partner or your friend go from your life. So decide carefully, because your friend is not a friend anymore. She is the AP, and any time you spend with her will give anxiety to your BP, and then get into therapy and work on your boundaries. Also, you have to deal with his cheating too, because it seems both of you rug-swept what he did. Yes, you cheated, but he cheated too, and he also needs to do the work and help in your healing. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for the advice. I appreciate it a lot, and this gives me a lot to work with and think about. And genuinely, thank you so much for pointing out the fact that she's not my friend now. She's the affair partner. I didn't even register that until I read it. I can see you are remorseful, and you have done a lot of right things so far. One more very important step will be that you will have to cut off contact with your friend, now the AP, if you want to work it out with your betrayed partner. I would also suggest you change your flair from reconciling WS to reconciling BS plus WS. It will give people on here a more clear picture of your situation. I'm terrified of that step, but I know I have to take it. We have a large mutual friend group, so I'll likely have to pass on group activities where AP will be involved. But that's something I'm more than willing to sacrifice for my BP. Thank you so much for your words, and thank you for letting me know about the flare. I was wondering if that's the one I should have gone with, but I wasn't sure. Your friend is also the affair partner now, and because of that, if there is a chance of reconciliation with your partner, there should never be any further contact with your affair partner ever in the future. For any reason, if she texts, block her. It doesn't matter what it is, she is no longer your friend, and she is absolutely not a friend to your relationship. You must do anything and everything that your partner needs to rebuild their trust. Why do you have a friend with whom there's romantic feelings between the both of you? Why I don't really see the point in picking on that one detail when I've given so many more that would raise the question, why? What you've pointed out is quite literally a facet of cheating in every situation. Being involved with someone whom you have romantic feelings for, and who has romantic feelings for you, regardless of what place that person holds in your life, is how cheating begins 100% of the time. Why did I cheat on my partner? Why? Why did my partner hang out with someone they had romantic feelings for and vice versa? Why? Why does anyone cheat? Why? My point is, it's a mistake I made that I'm acknowledging in this post. I'm fully aware that it was not okay and I should have applied distance the second those feelings surfaced. Worldwide comments of the day. No matter how much you love pizza, it will never love you back. Some people are the same way. "Ope, I can't be that guy." Then you'll be the guy who gets crap fed to him over and over. She lost the right to have guy friends after the first time. She's skanky. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.